Hello student, in today's session we will discuss our next part of the unit number 5, that is advanced welding processes, that is underwater welding. Okay, so in this topic we will discuss what is mean by underwater welding, what are the different types of the underwater welding, which process we can make the underwater welding, what are the advantages, disadvantages and the applications of the underwater welding. So we will discuss all these things one by one. So first one is the need for underwater welding. What is the need, or why we want to do the underwater welding process? The first one is to repair the cracks in ship, bridge and submarine. Means the cracks will be developed because all these, that is ships, bridge and submarines are in underwater, and they develop the cracks due to the corrosion or other environmental factors. They develop the cracks will be developed in this or different parts of the ships or a bridge and the submarine. To repair these cracks, the underwater welding is necessary. For a quick process in underwater welding, means if there is a cracks and if we want to avoid the replace the whole part, then underwater welding is prefer, or welding is prefer instead of the replacing the part. So that, and if we want to do the welding of such applications or such things, then it is difficult to remove or bring this ship, bridge or submarine out of the water and then do the welding, and after that we need to place. It is difficult. That's so that to underwater welding is one option on that. To construction of the pipelines in a undersea. Okay, if we or to construct the underwater pipelines in a sea, the underwater welding is necessary to join the two different parts. To weld any cracks in a oil pipelines, means the cracks which are present in a oil pipelines can be removed by this welding process. Requirements of underwater welding. What are the equipment that are needed for underwater welding? So first thing is power supply requirement of 400 ampere or a large. The power supply that we required for this underwater welding process is 400 ampere, or supply should be a greater than 400 rpm. DC generators, motor, generator and rectifier are acceptable the power supply. Means instead the power which are the source or which are the options for the power supply, that is DC generator we can use, then motor generator and a rectifier, that can be or that all these things we can use as a power supply. Then power converter, means as generator converts the mechanical power into the electrical power, so in this way the power converter is necessary. Welding generator or a pre-setup. Then diesel driven welding generator, amperage and the voltage setting, means the generator which are operated on a diesel engine and which can be changed, or we can change their setting as ampere or voltage as per our requirements. And the gas manifolds. Gas manifolds means to conduct the gas from one place to the another place, the manifolds are necessary. So these are the requirements for the underwater welding, or these are the equipments that we required for a underwater welding process. Then underwater welding torches, collect or grip, oxygen valve, flash arrestor, waterproofing surface electrode. Means there are two types of the welding underwater welding process. The first one is the dry welding process and another one is the wet welding process. In a wet welding process, we require the electrode, and this electrode should be a waterproof surface electrode. Means the electrode surface should be a waterproof So which can or which are the electrodes or which are the material we can use as a surface proofing or waterproofing surface electrode, that is epoxy 152, Lilac 30, 12093 and polyurethane. And these are the waterproofing surface electrode. Okay. Now difference between a normal welding and underwater welding. So what are the difference or what is the difference, main difference between a underwater welding and a normal welding? In underwater welding or burning, 6500 to 10,000 Fahrenheit under the sea, means the temperature that we are providing or the temperature that we required or reaching in underwater welding is up to the 5600 to 10,000 Fahrenheit. Under the water the metal sounds different, means underwater means if we want to do the welding of the cast iron in air and if we want to weld the same or same material in underwater, then the processes or the equipments or the precaution we want to take are different, means the material which act on in air, same material will act differently in underwater welding. So these are the things. Its high pitches but muffled like a siren entering the funnel. It disappears quickly out into the waves. Then ground welding or a normal welding process. In the electric arc, the temperature is very high, in order of 6000 to 8000 degrees Celsius. For the gas tungsten arc welding or gas metal arc welding or shielded arc welding processes, it is up to the 10,000 to 20,000 degrees Celsius for the plasma arc welding process and well above the boiling point of the base and the filler material. Means the temperature that we reaches in underwater welding process and in normal welding process are different. Okay. Then sea driver equipments. What are the equipments we require in a sea welding? Fully insulated electrode holder. The electrode holder is the part where we hold the electrode in a arc welding processes. So the electrode holder that we are using in an underwater welding process should be fully insulated, because if the electrode holder is not fully insulated, then the current will be or short circuit will be happen and current will flow through the water. That's why fully insulated electrode holder is necessary. Oxygen cylinder. What is the purpose of oxygen cylinder? Purpose of the oxygen cylinder, there are two purposes of the oxygen cylinder. One is that if to perform the arc welding or to perform the gas welding, the oxygen is necessary, and another purpose of the oxygen is for the worker who are working in underwater for their and so the oxygen is required for the worker. So these are the two main applications of this oxygen cylinder. First one is for the welding purposes and another one for the worker purposes. Cable, HOER cable for a power supply, means double insulated cable. The cable should be double insulated, it should not be a single insulated, because there is a chances of the short circuit, or there is a chances that water will come in a contact with the wire. So to avoid that, double insulated cables are required. Dry suit, helmet and headlights. Dry suit for the worker purposes, helmet and the headlights should be for the worker purposes to do the welding efficiently. Electrode core wire with heavy coating, means the electrode that we are using, it should be a heavily coated. It should be not that, or electrode should not be a partially coated, it should be fully coated or heavily coated. Classification of underwater welding. There are two types of the underwater welding. The first one is the wet welding and another one is the dry welding. So what is mean by wet welding? In this process it is directly exposed to the environment. Means in this welding process the welding is directly exposed to the environment, means we can do the welding directly to at the equipment process okay, and the special waterproof electrode is used in this type of the welding. Special waterproof electrode is necessary for a wet welding process. And second one is the dry welding process. In this process it is sealed by the closed chamber filled with the gas to elevated pressure. Another one is the dry welding. In the dry welding is a process where the parts that we want to weld or where we want to the welding process, this part is closely chamber, or this part is kept in a closed chamber with elevated pressure. Means this part is not directly in a contact with the water. This part is separated from the water and welding will be done in same way that we can done the welding in open environment. Okay, the dry welding is similar to that of our normal welding process. Only difference is that in dry welding process this part is in underwater, but this part, the part is surrounded by the chamber and this chamber is filled with the filled with the gases at the elevated pressure. Only the means in a dry welding process we make one chamber which makes it will avoid the contact of the water from the weld surfaces, and the same welding process will be done under water, but here contact of the workpiece and the water will not done. That's why it is called as the dry welding process. But in wet welding process such type of the chamber is not present. We can does the welding directly under water without making any closed chamber. Okay. For a wet welding process we require the waterproof electrode. Wet welding process, it is carried out directly at the ambient water pressure with the welder in a water. Means welder is under water and we can done the welding same as that we does the normal welding process in air. Same welding process will be done at in a water by using a waterproof stick electrode and without any physical barrier between water and the welding. In a wet welding process there is directly physical contact of the electrode, workpiece and the welder. Means all these things are that welding we done in open environment. Similar welding process we will done in underwater. Only difference is that we will use the waterproof stick electrode. Okay, we will do the waterproof stick electrode. Mostly use the gas metal arc welding. Means in a wet welding process we mostly use the gas metal arc welding process. Okay. The next, so here is the wet welding process. See here, this is our electrode. This is a core wire. This hatching line shows the waterproofing. Means this is a waterproofing coating on a electrode. Flux coating means wire core on that flux coating, and on that waterproof coating is provided on a electrode. Here is the barrel length. Then gas bubble, the gas bubble that are formed in a welding, weld deposit, metal and the slag droplets, workpiece. Means it is the same as that of our normal welding or a normal arc welding process. Only thing is that we are using a waterproof electrode and welding will be done under a water. What are the advantages of the wet welding process? If we compare the wet welding process with the dry welding process, so these are the some advantages of the wet welding process. The first one is the minimal amount of equipment is needed. The equipment that we are required is less as compared to the dry welding process. Operating speed is high. Why the minimum amount of equipment are needed? Because we are not using or we are not making any closed chamber around the workpiece or around the equipment where we need to the welding, and due to this means same welding will be done in an open environment, same welding will be done in underwater. So equipment that are we required is less, operating speed is high. As there is no any barrier, means if we done the welding, if we make the closed chamber and then we done the welding at that environment, due to this barrier the speed of the welding gets slower, but in a wet welding process the welding speed is high because there is no any barrier will be present. No seal chamber is required. Seal chamber is not required for a wet welding. So these are the some advantages of the wet welding process. Then what are the disadvantages of the wet welding process? The first one is the rapid quenching of the metal by the surrounding welding. All we know that what is mean by quenching. Quenching is the heat treatment process in which we heat the workpiece at specific temperature and then suddenly keep that workpiece in a water. This is called as a quenching. So if we done the welding, at that time the temperature of the workpiece is reaches to the high temperature and it is surrounded by the water. So the water is directly in a contact with this high temperature metal, so quenching will be done in this case and rapid quenching of the workpiece will be done. So this is the disadvantages of the wet welding process. Decrease the impact strength and the losses, and due to this rapid quenching the impact strength of the workpiece will get reduces, there is some losses will be present. Hydrogen embrittlement causes the crack. As this welding will be done in underwater and water is a combination of hydrogen and the oxygen, so embrittlement of the hydrogen is takes place and it will causes the cracks in a base metal. Poor visibility in a water. As this wet welding process directly done in underwater, so visibility will be a very less in this case, and there will be chances of the there will be chances of defects present in a welding. And then is the electric shock occurred. Electric shock will be occurred. So as welding is done underwater, the shocks will there is a chances of the shock. So these are the some disadvantages of the wet welding process. फॉर्म फिल करना रहा है ओके सर करा कोई okay. So next one is the application of the wet welding. Application of the wet welding process, that is the first one is it is a key technology for a repairing of the machine structure, means to repair the machine or a marine structure. To repair the marine structure, it is a key technology to repair such type of the structure. Welding is directly performed underwater, is directly exposed to the wet environment. Okay, the next one is the application increase the freedom and movement, makes more effective and efficient and economical. As there is no closed chamber or any barrier present during the welding, so it will increase the freedom and increase the movement of the workers, so welding will be done effectively and economically. Supply is connected to the welder drive via the cable and the hoses, means the supply is directly connected to the welder via hoses and the cables. So these are the some application of the wet welding. Now dry welding, it is a most important and most preferably welding process if we consider underwater welding process. Wet welding process is generally not used for the application because of their disadvantages, but dry welding process is mostly preferred underwater welding process. So hyperbaric welding is the process in which chamber is sealed around the structure, means we make one chamber around the structure and after that we will make the welding. Okay, structure to be welded and it is filled with the gas, means this chamber is filled with the helium gas and 0.5 bar of the oxygen. Okay, what is the purpose of helium gas? Helium is the noble gas and or inert gas, and it will avoid the contact of surrounding oxygen, the oxygen that is filled in that chamber. This helium gas avoid that oxygen with the weld material to avoid the oxidation. Okay, means this chamber generally filled with the two gases. First one is the helium and another one is the oxygen. Oxygen is for the worker purposes and helium to avoid the oxidation of the weld metal. Okay, hyperbaric welding process means dry welding process is called as the hyperbaric welding process. See here, this is a underwater or pipeline where we want to or where we make the repairing, and this pipeline is we make this pipeline in under one chamber or closed chamber to avoid the contact of surrounding water with the pipe, and then we will done the welding or repairing work. Advantages of the dry welding process: the more safety than the wet welding process. As we compare the dry welding process and wet welding process, then dry welding process is more safer than that of the wet welding process. Why it is more safer? Because wet welding process in which electrode or other equipments are directly in a contact with the water, but in a dry welding process we make one chamber and after that we avoid the contact of the surrounding water with the base material. That's why, so that it is safer, good quality weld. As there is no rapid quenching or there is no direct contact of the equipment with the water during the welding, so quality of the weld that we obtain in a dry welding is high. Surface monitoring: as we make the welding in a closed chamber, then visibility is high, and that's why we can monitor the surface and we can make the welding properly. Non-destructive testing possible. We means if we want to make test that the welding done properly or not, we can done the non-destructive testing properly in a dry welding process. So these are the some advantages of the dry welding process. Then what are the disadvantages of the dry welding process? The first one is the higher cost of the process, training, etc. Means the costing of this process is high because of we make the chamber closed chamber around the weld zone and it is filled with the helium and oxygen. So cost of the process is high, and to make some welding process, training is very important because normal worker cannot do the underwater welding process. To do the underwater welding process, proper training is necessary. that's why its cost is high. Large quantity of the costly and the complex equipment that we are required are complex and it is costly. More deep, more energy requirement. As the depth of the water increases, then amount of energy that we required is increases. So more depth, more energy required. So this is a disadvantage of the dry welding process. It should be weld only reachable places. Why it should be weld only reachable places? The places which are very under the or it is very deep in water. So to reach such type of the places is already difficult. Then we want to make one closed chamber around that equipment. It is highly impossible, and due to these difficulties we can make the dry welding at only reachable places. Application of the underwater dry welding process to maintain the oil pipelines under a water. Means to make the maintenance of oil pipeline which are underwater, we can done, or this is the application of the underwater welding process. Constructions of the pipeline under a sea. To construct the pipelines of the water, construct the pipelines of the oil under a sea. For this application, this dry welding process is used. Advance in underwater welding process. So what we can make the underwater welding process. We use the laser also, we can use the cameras, or we can make the automations of the underwater welding process. So these are the some advance in a underwater welding process. Risk involved in a underwater welding process. What is the risk? So first one is the electric shock explosion. Electric shock will be happen in underwater welding process. Risk is to the life of the welder life is important. So in underwater welding process it is risky. High pressure is formed as we go deep in underwater, then the pressure will increases, and it will high pressure is not high pressure will make the welder uncomfortable, and it will there is mishappen will be take place in under high pressure. Shark attack under deep sea welding. Shark attack will be done at under deep water welding. So these are the some risks involved in a underwater welding process. Dangerous and difficulties. These are the some dangerous and difficulties. Hydrogen and oxygen are disassociated from the water and till travel separately as a bubble. As water is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, then it comes out from underwater free as a bubbles. Oxygen cutting is about 60% efficient, means oxygen supply is necessary for the welding process. Above the river bed, especially in mud, because of the trapped methane gas in a proper concentration can be explored. Means in a river the methane gas is trapped in some muds, and if these get explodes, then it will harmful to the welder. There is a risk of the welder of the electric shock. There is a risk that defect many remain under detect. The other main area of the risk is to the life or health of the welder from nitrogen introduced into the blood stream during the exposure to the air increase the pressure. Okay, so these are the some dangerous and difficulties in a underwater welding process. So what is the future scope and development in underwater welding process? The present trend is towards the automation. Okay, take hyperbaric orbital robot. Thor 1 means TIG hyperbolic orbital robot is developed where diver perform pipe fitting install the tracks and orbital heads of the pipe, and the rest process is automated. Means in underwater, if we want to construct the pipeline under a water, then we need to pipe fitting, install the tracks, orbital heads, all these things are necessary. But in a future scope, they develop a TIG hyperbolic orbital robot which can make the automated, means welding process done automatically in this process or by this robot. Okay, so these are the some future scope and developments in a underwater welding process. So this is overall topic of underwater welding process. So what we have discussed, what is mean by underwater welding process, what are the equipments are required for underwater welding process, what are the different types of the welding process, how we can compare the underwater welding process and normal water welding process, what are the advantages of dry welding, what are the advantages, limitations and the application of the dry and the wet welding. So all these things we will discuss in today's session. So it is enough for today's session. The next part will be discussed in the next lecture. Thank you.